Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. As you guys can tell, daily updates on Hbar. Shout out to everyone that still watches these updates on a daily basis. Your support means the world to me. Continue supporting and you will see a continuation of these daily updates. So again, at this point, you guys should be well aware as to what's happening with the crypto markets. The market is showing a lot of strength pretty much since Saturday. That's where I want you guys to kind of look at it. But again, we cannot forget what was happening prior to that. We've been in a very sharp decline for the broader market. Bitcoin obviously seeing major retracement, which dragged the altcoin market down. A lot of people overlook when you take a look at it on a daily time frame, and you're seeing a lot of gains. A lot of coins are actually up double digits as well. But that makes people forget what has been happening on the bigger time scale. If you look at it on a monthly time frame, you're still seeing substantial pullback for a lot of altcoins. HBAR down 31.5%. And these are factors we just cannot be forgetting. HBAR price right now, though, 14.85 cents, up 3.1% on the USD side of things. We're down 1% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation $6.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at 210 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. What's very interesting here is what's happening with the dominance, and that is absolutely insane to look at. You can see for yourself, we were literally sitting just a few hours back at 58.47%, and we've seen a major spike within the dominance. And that is, with Bitcoin momentum that we're seeing, dominance is not showing weakness anymore. It's actually seen a complete opposite playing out. Meanwhile, if the dominance was still hovering around this key range, guess what? We would have seen much more strength right now for altcoins, because Bitcoin, when you look at it from a Bitcoin perspective, Bitcoin is close to the level your boy Crypto ZX has been talking about, the 0.50 fib zone. We're very close to that. But going back to what we discussed last night in my update, how I was talking to you guys about how Bitcoin is showing significant strength, the way it was holding, clear indication. Since then, you can see for yourself, Bitcoin price has gone up 6.49%, and the target seems to be clear, the 0.50 fib zone. Maybe we do see a rejection, but if the price of Bitcoin is able to push into the 0.50 and close the daily candle here, I'm anticipating, Bitcoin could potentially push up to even $94,000. So very impressive move for Bitcoin. If you want to put this into perspective, from a November 21st low, you have seen Bitcoin rebound about 14%. With that said, let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar. Hbar still finding itself below the key resistance. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Crypto ZX, Bitcoin has seen an impressive move over the last 24 hours. That you're still seeing the price of Hbar not being able to break out of this key resistance, a level we actually have not been above pretty much since November 15th. Again, this goes back to what I've been talking to you about. If the dominance was still hovering around 58.4%, I think Hbar would have already retested this key resistance, and we could have potentially seen a rejection at that key range. But nonetheless, let's not ignore, we still did see Hbar, see a bounce. Just last night, we were sitting at the likes of 14 cents. We've seen a bounce of about 7.3%. So it is reacting in a positive way to the broader market. And that is obviously very important to kind of keep in mind. But now, if you're looking at it closely, there is a resistance forming here. Again, this is not a new resistance, but around 15 cents price point. Again, the price itself speaks for itself. If this is able to break out, I think a retest at 15.5 cents is able to happen. And that's only about a 4.74% move from where we currently are. If Bitcoin touches the 0.50 fib zone, the dominance is showing strength, though that's not what I want to see. And again, this is why we focus on the dominance. It gives us a little bit of a better understanding as to what's really going on. But dominance is starting to show strength, which again, I don't really want to see. But we also kind of want to keep in mind, pretty much since November 18th, we've been pretty much on the sideways trajectory. Like, we've seen major swings within the dominance. So could this mean that we push up to 59.3% and the dominance starts creeping back down? We'll see what happens. But this is something I want you guys to keep in mind. This has been, a big uptick, but that is with Bitcoin, pushing towards the upside, and it's causing altcoins to, not really see that full force of move that, a lot of people are, anticipating. But nonetheless, we're getting closer and closer to the key resistance for Hbar. Still reacted positively to the broader market, up about 8%, almost on the 24-hour time scale. Got to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you later on Crypto ZX, and peace.